favourite part of the episodes.
It's a self-contained wedding episode.
Oh great, let me guess, you're sad, bitter and alone until eventually you share half a bag of chips with someone. And yes, I've seen the episode, but come on, I would have guessed that anyway.
Inconvenient time in the season? You're right, because that's how weddings always are.
Yes, weddings always happen at the most inconvenient time of your life, apparently. You go to
Oh my gosh, She-Hulk's so horrible. There's
I
nothing.
thought it would have been right up your street, to be honest. Or is them keeping a relationship going for more than one night the part you're struggling with?
But I'm gonna look great, so let's go.
Because that's what matters, folks. I don't like any of this, but my ass looks great. That's why for the rest of the episode I only pose one question. Does it make up for a personality? Welcome to the trailer footage. It only took 6 episodes, but we finally arrived at the scene. I didn't think that was unusual, but Daredevil was their main draw, and he's probably not going to be until the finale. So she's walking up like she's the biggest thing in town. They turn around and stop because a massive green mutant thing is walking at them. And I think at a quick glance you can tell they all have roughly the same levels of testosterone, but the bride is... I can't believe you've done this to me. I didn't put these portals on my ear just to get shown up by some 2-bit 6'7" Hulk. My favourite thing about it is the men see her and take a step back like, no, I've not been anything to do with that.
Everything about you is just working.
It's true, her entire life is just working. That's why she's so miserable. Don't worry, I'm sure she's got some reason to be happy with her life,
I
right?
love these people, man.
Crazy right now.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Everybody has an ass.
That might be the most base comment of the entire show. It was at this point I realised why she was getting married and She-Hulk wasn't.
I love these people.
And takes her to one side. Doesn't want to humiliate her in front of the entire crowd. Which honestly is probably more manners than she deserves. She's like, look, you turn up at my wedding as She-Hulk. You just want all of the attention. You're just sucking up the attention like the sponge. It's my wedding day. I'm supposed to be the centre of attention. I want to be the sponge. That's one hell of a CGI pause, isn't it? Potential thumbnail number 2.
You know, he's gonna be looking at me.
6'7" green person in a polka dot dress. The only way you could get more attention is if you put a sign on your top saying I'll bang you through off a plate of chips. Or they give a previous record, she doesn't need a sign. Everyone already knows. She's like, look, show me up. I don't want you to be Hulk on my big day. This is meant to be about me, not you, the superhero friend we've known since high school. And I use superhero in the loosest possible sense because she doesn't actually care about anyone else. She only cares about herself and her work. So she's not a superhero or super. It's just a more succinct way of saying big, massive green mutant. But in this episode, we do find out the value of She-Hulk's word. And it's as low as you'd expect.
Promise, I will just show up as Jen at your wedding.
Yeah, she only promised she'd show up as Jen. Seriously, if you'd known her from high school, you should know what you were getting into at this point. But we get a rather interesting interaction. I think that makes 3 times in the episode now someone's been assaulted by her. Literally pulling away from her and She-Hulk's like, no, you don't get away that easy. Look, the show's repulsive, what can I say? But it is made by Disney, so you kind of know what you get yourself into. She looked so pleased with herself. Yeah, I just shoved him in her face.
It's my big day.
She's just miserable at other people's happiness. Although there was a frame back there, I'm not sure what that was meant to be. Like, that is definitely a grimace. Is she meant to hate She-Hulk or the idea of marriage? I'm still not sure. If you hate She-Hulk, why are you inviting her to your wedding? I'm just going to assume it's one of those it's not made for me moments. Because a bloke would have just said it.
This is
man.
the one time I didn't want to show up as just Jen.
Why? We just spent 5 episodes of you whining that no one appreciates you for Jen. And now you show up as She-Hulk, you're like, oh my god, I didn't want to be Jen. You're just never happy, are you? You miserable little... We even get a logo for it. And look, if you're not happy as yourself or being appreciated as yourself, have you ever tried being a nicer person? Has that ever crossed your mind? But she says everyone's coupled up. Do I have a groomsman? I don't know whether she needs the best man. She's like, of course, we're not going to leave you hanging like that. We've got Jonathan. He'll suit you. And to be fair, I think he's the perfect fit. And hey, at least he's cute.
Oh, man. Yep. She-Hulk episode 6. Sound like someone was going to puke in my mouth because these shows are horrible. Horrible. Fuck Disney. I hope they lose all their money. I hope these people find better jobs and actually do better fucking quality of movies. So stupid. Oh, God, I fucking like a bitch. But yeah, it's getting cold outside. Getting cold outside. Ugh. Thanks for whoever subbed the other day. Yeah, it finally gave me my subs. I don't fucking know. This shit's stupid. Oh, that 215 knock you back down to fucking Oh my god, really? No, I don't like this background. Because it's not real. That's fake, dude. They fucking... Oh. Background's fake. See, you got me to back up to 215. I don't know if you can see with my thing. You should be able to. So stupid. I see my copy claims. 30 viewers. I like 3 viewers. 3 views. Coolsies. Yeah, I'm at 2,700. 2,700 public watch hours. Almost at 4,000. Yeah. Okay, we got some Borderlands going on. Been having a little bit of fun blowing shit up in Borderlands. But yeah, I went to bed as soon as I got home today, and yeah, I just woke up actually, like 30 minutes ago. I'm feeling pretty good, ain't gonna lie. Feeling pretty good. I know Killer Clowns from Outer Space is about ready to pop out, I think in the next couple weeks, or something like that. Maybe then.
Okay.
I have to say, hell yeah. I might play it. I'm excited for it, actually. It does look really good. I just don't like survive. I just don't like the whole survival aspect thing. I'm not massively big on it, to tell you the honest truth. But I do like it, though. So, I contradict myself. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. She-Hulk sucks. Got a likey. I'll give myself a likey. Yay. Okay. She-Hulk sucks. My nuts.
All right, killer. I'm back in Sanctuary. Be careful. The Bloodshots have camped out all around the dam.
I would never watch that piece of shit. That sucks. And it sucked because it has no She-Hulk in it. Like, it doesn't do anything with She-Hulk. I know a lot of people are saying, like, well, it is a good one. Yeah, if it wasn't have anything to do with She-Hulk. She-Hulk ain't fighting nothing. They literally used a fucking character. And they used that name because it's the only name that they can fucking use. And they're fucking sitting there and using that to try to pull in people. Because they're fucking morons. And that's what they've been doing, though. They've been trying to pull in all these characters. That's what they always been doing. They've been using all these fucking characters, trying to make money off of every single thing. That's why they remade Chrono Cross. That's why they remade, they're re-HD in Suikoden 1 and 2. I can't wait for that to come out. I love that shit. They're trying to do everything possible to make money because they're losing money. No one's buying. PlayStation 5 has no good games out. If they are good, because they're remakes, they just put them in PlayStation 5. Basically, what is going to happen is that people are just going to get tired of it, and then they're going to lose money. Because PlayStation 5 is a great console, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the games are just not as good as they should be anymore. They're just... Every time shitty movies come out, or shitty games normally come out, at least for like the bigger companies. Like the little companies, no. They're gonna continue making good games because that's their job, is to make good games. Like Cyberpunk might get might get something, maybe. Cyberpunk was good. They made it multiplayer. It'd be really fun. It'd be a big ass.
You're gonna be
game.
my new meat bicycle. I'm for kill.
Dang, that shit fucked him up so bad. But oh yeah, something really cool happened before I left this morning. One of the managers, a younger manager, she's like, I think she's like 21, 22, up at Hooters, was up at Denny's. And I talked to her about what happened. And she said that she doesn't know anything. Like she was just like, yeah, they didn't even let me in the room. Like, about what was going on. Like, no one knew. I mean, the ones that they had the paperwork and that, but like, they were literally like dumbfounded when they saw it. I mean, I remember when it happened, but and like
Come, beam around.
it was seriously messed up.
Sugar beetles. Leave it to the cleaver.
And like, she just like the deadpan like on her face. Now when I said that, she was drunk as fuck too, but when I said that, her emotions went down like enormously bad. What's up, bud? How you doing there? From Brazil? Gotcha, man.
For 3 pounds of flesh. Bitches, I wonder if I plant you in the ground.
And like,
Grow taller.
you know what? Fucking
You're a
stop
feast
fucking
of eyes
better
and
headshots.
tits in all this bliss. You're gonna look good.
There it is. Yes. Awesome. I don't care about that. Yeah, I need to. actually. But I hope she talks to them there. I hope she talks to the girls there so I can at least see some of them. Like, some of them at Hooters that actually did really enjoy me, I guess. At least for what I know, because I can't trust women to save my fucking life. To tell you the truth, dude. When you get thrown down so much by women, by certain women, you feel like all of them are trying to get you, and it's a horrible feeling. Like, I cannot trust them 100% or trust them enough. Like, even one of the girls that work in that I talk about here every now and again at my new job. I trust her in that, but like, once you get fucked over, you get fucked over. Your mindset's like, yeah, I'm getting hunted, and people do not want me to be successful. And it's fucking pathetic. It's just very, yeah, it's just pathetic. It's just so fucking trashy. Yeah, this is what a lot of guys say. They're all coming out and saying the same thing I'm saying. Like, I'm scared to even talk. They push this stupid ass fucking narrative, and women have so much power over what man does. It's like getting fired for a joke. If they hear it, they get upset about it. If their emotions are contained to be slightly changed, they can literally fire any man of any job unless they have people defend them. But if they call in HR, that man's fired. And it's like the work environment is so intensely involved around women. Yeah, there's like no fucking men. I work literally with 99% fucking women. Like, there's maybe only a couple guys that I work with. For a brief moment, it's all women. And like, it's not that I have a problem with it, but it's giving you a sign that most men don't want to fucking work. And that's horrible. That's like, oh my fucking god, come on guys. And it's like, I don't know why I like look at it anywhere else, because it's so fucked up. Ugh.
Nobody seems to be around. Just drive up and honk your horn. Maybe this won't be so hard after all.
Yeah, I'm opening the gate.
And like, it's getting kind of to that point where it's like,
Hold it, idiots! That don't look like one of our technicals. They're here for a hostage. Get them!
You ain't getting to the dam that way, Peppernip. The Bloodshots ain't let you in without...
yeah, because before in that, it was the opposite. Is that, you know, women themselves were kind of like thrown into that category of like, okay, are you sure this guy did that? And sometimes they did. And I don't blame them for coming out and saying something. It's just, you gotta have evidence of it. You can't just blurt. You can't just call in Department of fucking, you know, you can't call AR on them and that and fucking. Yeah, that shit bothers me a lot. Because it's so horrifying. That men can't be men. Well, men aren't supposed to be like, I can't fucking joke, bitch. I'm like, literally, I can't joke? I'm just joking. I'm not even like being Not even using anything any which way. I'm just playing around. Oh, it's offensive. No, it's offensive. You existing being that fucking stupid. Stop it. You literally drive me fucking crazy. And it's terrifyingly fucking dumb. Then they want to scream and shout when something actually does happen. It's the cry wolf method. You know, you're thinking about if something does happen and they like cry wolf, and then when it's just a small thing where they can literally be in control of it and say certain things and be like, oh hey, haha. I can't fix my personality. I am who I am. I can alter it to a certain event, but I altered it so much as a little kid. From now, I can't. I'm not going to. I tell you what, if you got something to say, you know, I'll be honest. If you don't like the way I talk, then tell me, and I won't talk to you anymore. I mean, honestly, it's pretty fucking easy. I mean, can't be compliment. That's basically what happened. I couldn't compliment. I complimented women at my job because all I work with is fucking women. I've always been a very complimentary type person. I like to tell people they look good. I like to tell happy things about people. God forbid you can't be happy. All these fucktards live that fucking really stupid ass life. It's fucking cringy as fuck.
The Bloodshots are killing us!
Pre-recorded message ends.
Found the Happy Big Motel, huh? Yeah, Bloodshots wiped that place out for good after Roland kicked him out of Sanctuary. Might be able to turn everything back on if you activate that steam pump.
And these people live this fucking life. And they want to run around with their heads cut off. And then no one likes them.
Oh man, the steam pumps ain't working either.
I want to find out who exactly it is. Hopefully someone else will come in from my other job. Hopefully the one girl I do want to come in from the job because she has a little bit more spunk with that place and that. She's been working there longer than that. She's one of their bigger money holes because there's like a couple of girls there that make a good amount of money, so they're gonna have more spunk there. Oh, they tell me. Cause I remember the person's face. The person that, you know, she was there when it went down, and the look on her face was just like she felt, you know, like what the fuck kind of thing. And I talked to her quite a bit. And the funny thing is, you know, I believe the girl that did call in on my ass was the one I was thinking that actually liked me. So I was fucking fooled. Because, God forbid, can't trust what people say anymore. Literally, it's fucking ridiculous. People are so fucking fake nowadays. And I'm assuming it was this girl, but it could have been anyone. That's the problem. That's always been the fucking problem. It could be anyone. They can just some random motherfucker could call in. Literally, someone called in and called me a fucking racist and said, you need to talk to this person because someone called in and say that he's a racist. Because he likes raisins. Instead of fucking, you know, white raisins. He likes just normal raisins. I'm not even joking you. Like those raisins. And like, it was the stupidest thing ever. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man? You guys really that fucking dumb? Nice thing. I'd like to ask you, why does it matter what I either just ignore me or just don't fucking talk to me. Or tell me. That's the problem is you're... Anyway, well, the girls that worked in that, at the old job, we were talking, and, you know, she talked to me about some things about, you know, her life and that, and I thought we were getting closer to that. And she was talking about that she was, you know, anorexic or whatever. Nothing big, just, you know, a simple common disorder that most women have in high school. Because you know, they want to act like, you know, they need to be like that because of the man, or the fuck it is that they think. And, so we talked about that, and I picked her up as a joke. I was like, oh, I picked you up, and it's like you're gaining weight in that. I'm very happy for you, you know, you're kind of at that average weight limit in that. No, and she looked really good. She had, you know, said she had nice, you know, she had nice big boobs and her butt was getting bigger and that, and I was complimenting her on it. And I believe she was the one, because before she came in, no one ever said anything. So I was working there for like 2 months before any of that happened, so I knew it had to been her, because she was the newest one there. And it's like, so a guy complimenting you on your body for that you are an anorexic person, and he's saying you're looking good, and you're freaking out. Are you fucking serious? You want him to get fired from a job because you think he's trying to get with you when you have... When I never got that close to begin with, I was just talking to her normal as a person. I said her butt was fat, that her butt looked good at a fucking Hooters, so that your ass is hanging out every 5 fucking seconds. And I called on other girls the same way, like, oh, you look really good in bikini and that. That's the fucking point. Jesus fuck. That is the point. Literally, girls don't wear fucking 2-pieces just to fucking wear them. They wear them because they want someone to compliment them. They want a guy to compliment them. Probably someone that they like. But any compliment's better than 0. In the whatever which way. You know, some ways are weirder than others, but you know, it depends on if the person is, if that girl likes that person or not. Because that attraction makes them what? Makes them not give a shit how cringy it is. It's like, oh, at least he complimented me. He looks good too. Like, I remember this one girl there. I guess she had a fallout with a guy or something like that. Cause she has like, I think she has a couple of kids, whatever. But she was in really good shape in that and stuff, and it was just one day she said something that, and like, I just can't fucking stand some women that are just like, they think all men are fucking horrible. Like, they think, you know, the stupidest fucking thing. Anyway, like, well, there's another manager there that I talked to off and on that. She was pretty cool, actually. I enjoyed talking to her. It seemed like she enjoyed talking to me because she was always like smiling towards me, that, but a lot of it was fake because they're not fucking real. And it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to tell anything when you're sitting there fake smiling all the damn time and I don't know what's real? It got to the point where it's just like, oh my god, I couldn't stand it. It was, honestly, it was a little horrifying working there because it was just like, it was so cringy. Like, I even called one of the other girls. They're like, why the fuck you guys such fake smile? Just be happy. Just be happy. If life's that fucking hard when you make fucking $300 a fucking day, just to sit there in short shorts, fuck off. You make more money than most people do in one day. and what most people make in like a week. Literally. Like, I talked to one of the girls there, she's one of the other managers there. She was actually a sweetheart in that. She asked me to, like, take me home in that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take some. Yeah. And, like, she was a sweetheart in that. We talked about our life in that. And she drives like an hour away, but she doesn't care because she's like, I make really good money here. So I mean, I'm like, oh yeah, you're making like, because she's like, it's like the managers take turn bartending and that. God, they make so much fucking money off bartending. They get the same guys coming in there. Like, soon as the guy, like, they know when they're coming in. It's some of those dudes. I used to make fun of them so much. I miss her, honestly. I wish I could talk to her more. I actually really liked her in that. She was pretty down to earth and shit. She was used to being confident in that, but like... But it's just... She was very, kind of a little bit antisocial, really. She didn't really, like, express herself a lot. Kind of like deadpan kind of expression. It was like, why don't you just express yourself? I used to go up to her all the time. And, like, I would go up next to her, like, hey, you gonna smile for me today? No, I was like, none of that fake shit. Let's get some real smiles going on here, because you girls are going to be, like, dementally kind of fucked up. You guys don't actually be happy. Because you guys don't, I mean, that's basically what it was. And, obviously it did work. I actually got some real smiles out of the woman in that. It was really cool in that. I mean, yeah, she was very attractive looking in that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Some people overextend themselves a little bit fucking too much. It's like, dude, no one fucking cares. Only massively, like, you know, I guess guys are desperate in that, or guys are just like, I have to have her kind of thing because she looks so good. I'm like, yeah, she does look good. But that doesn't matter because the personality can be... Personality can be shit, and they can be like, oh my god, there's the rectal. No one fucking cares. When you see so many attractive women in your life, you just think of all of them like, you know, what's a good personality? Which one can I actually get close to in that? Because, you know, I say any girl can look good, just like any guy can look good. As long as you put in the effort in some way or another, you're gonna look your way. Someone's gonna end up picking you up. But if you don't try, and you sit there and you're like, oh god, this and that, about being fat and all that stuff and that, it's like, well, you're fat because you're fat. And like, I'm chunky. I ain't gonna lie.
Looks like you got everything you need to turn that steam pump. Just plug in banana boats in, and the bounty boat is juiced up as an Olympic athlete. His parents have unrealistically high expectations of him.
All I'm gonna say is that at least I'm gonna try. If a woman's gonna start liking me more because of that, it's like, I was gonna laugh in their fucking face. It's like, oh, you changed so much, you look so attractive. And I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything? I'm like, you literally, you throw someone down, and now you're gonna be like, oh my god, look at him now, he's so...
Hey, you! The Bloodshot's just crippled my last courier, Dino. I'll pay you if you mail these packages out quick enough.
I've been wanting to go up there and see some of the girls up there in that, because I do want to see some of the managers up there. And like, they were just... mean, like the one I was actually trying to get close to, man, I was kind of just like fell apart, to tell you the truth. Like, I mean, she's cool and that, like, her personality's great. I mean, obviously she's attractive looking, but they're all attractive looking, you know, for the most part. They all got super tiny waists with fucking round butts and shit. It's all the same crap, honestly. It's just... And like, yeah, it's nice now, but like, I don't know. Eventually, you just kind of stop caring about that shit. But yeah, I got fucking lost. What's downstairs? There. Oh, what the fuck is this? I don't really know. Oh, it gives you more time. Okay.
You smell like my little girl. Why are you yelling? Forefront!
That's cool. God damn it. Go on, switch faster. You switch like a fucking retard. I got no time to get there. Oh no, it's right here.
That's what I wanted to see. Unfortunately,
Cool.
you're fired, because Dino's recovered enough to get back on his route.
Thought it was upstairs. That's the one I just got, I guess.
You just duct taped my legs to these pogos.
But yeah, that's basically what happened then. And like, it was a nice job. I mean, it was fun seeing the girls and that. It was a lot of research too. Like, I loved like talking to them and asking them questions and that. Cause I know a lot of males, you know, and I was like, how you talk to such attractive women and that. And I said, attraction is only what you think of it. Cause like, they don't think they're attractive looking all the time. They might think that they're just like average looking. But in your eye, you might think otherwise. But some women literally freak out. Like, I feel so uncomfortable around that guy and that. I'm like, and that's where it kind of like, well, how do you? But you don't talk. You're fake. So if you're fake around someone and that, you're not talking to them. Of course, it's gonna be awkward. And then some people get so used to it. Like one of the other girls there. Oh, I'm gonna call her name on that. I don't know if she had anything to do with what happened, but I doubt it because I never really flirted around with her that much. She was just a cool person to talk to. Her name was Hannah, and she was, you know, like a model, which then most of them are when you work at a place like that. And I helped her out. I gave her, you know, my advice and that. And I gave her some helpful tips about herself and that, and about like what she should do. And she was, you know, one day I came in on my day off and I talked to her. Me and her talked for a couple hours and that. You know, when she wasn't, you know, it was off and on for like an hour, I believe. Maybe not a couple hours, about an hour or so. And I just told her that, like, hey, I'm like, if you have a great boyfriend, that if he's happy with you and that, you know, you should be happy.
You've been off the Echo for hours. Thought you might have got brain or something. So, guy.
Doesn't look like he wants to come in now, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, I ain't got my fan on, so you really hear me now. Fan's super loud. So yeah, it was just how it was and that. And she, Liger. Yeah, I let him, man. He should be upstairs. Shut up. That's not good. Yeah, I know. Well, even though I got fired and that, I helped someone out that was dealing with some issues and that. And I gave her good, helpful advice. And I hope, you know, she has a better life because of it. It's like I got fucking fired from that job, but I helped someone out. I think it's a plus. Whoever did that shit towards me can go fucking burn in hell, because that was just very uncalled for. It's like, so fucking ignorant. But these people do not fucking care, and they never will fucking care. And that's the fucking problem is nowadays. It was okay. They want to feel powerful because they're like, I don't have power in my life. So I have to feel powerful by destroying someone else's life and then say, yes, I got that man. That man doesn't deserve a job or nothing. I'm like, well, for where I come from, you don't deserve fucking anything either. You should be living on a street corner because
That was awesome.
you're a hoe and you want to be this stupid Karen.
Oh, howdy. I didn't see you there.
Then you want to fucking sit there and get all fucking pissy. Because you're a bitch. That bit is so fucking trashy. Ugh.
Name's Ellie.
That almost happened at the job I was at now. There was a fucking Karen in there.
Don't get many visitors.
He tried to, but the whole team where I worked at, the people defended me. Because, you know, at first it was all hush-hush kind of stuff. At my other job, but I bet you the stuff got out, and then I'm sure damn well people would probably say something. Good women defend guys. Like, that's just how guys are. Some guys are just like that. No, they're very open-minded in that sense. I would like to ask any dumbass woman out there, like, you're looking for a man, okay, but you're going on date sites and you're finding fake-ass people. And you want to sit there and complain about your fucking mo. You can't find a good guy because he ain't trustworthy enough. Of course he ain't trustworthy enough, bitch. You're stupid. The dude that you got fired literally was probably the most trustworthy person. Because he actually told you the fucking truth about how you looked. This and that, this and that. You literally threw him underneath the fucking bus. Because you're a dumb hoe. So fucking ignorant. And you want to claim, and you want to bitch and moan about your fucking emotions, and then complain even more and act like nothing's your fault. Because men should be modest. I think a woman should not be a bitch. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. What the fuck am I lie to you for?
That's one part down.
Exactly. Ain't gonna do nothing.
Just finished prepping my truck for those bandit parts. Just get a few more and we'll be good to go.
So I say, if you want to learn how men are, talk to fucking men. If you're raised with a bunch of women, and women don't know men worth shit, because they don't want to say no shit. They date dumbass motherfuckers that are fake as fuck. No, that I've seen the ideal man be literally the ideal piece of shit. And we're like, oh my god, he has money. Yeah, he has a six pack, but he's a piece of shit. He beats me every day. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of the point, stupid dumb bitch. You have all these qualities, but they're mentally unstable. That's why they don't last long. Oh, they have controlling issues. I mean, honestly, yeah, you could be attractive, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You could have a six-pack. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But to gain all that stuff and keep it, sometimes you use it too much. It becomes part of you. Your personality is that. So then again, you don't fucking care. Because then you know you're attractive looking. And then you know you're hot. Then you know that you have something that most guys don't have. And that is the reason why they have it, because they're not fucking intelligent. They're stupid. Yeah, that's why a lot of people have fucking issues. Like normal guys like me, just normal guys. We're just normal guys. Just wanna, I like tits and ass, and I like beautiful women. I like to, look at girls with big boobs and stuff, and whatever the fuck it is. There's nothing wrong with that. There hasn't been anything wrong with it. We've been doing that for shit for ages. But some of the women that like to honestly think that it's okay to sit there and clone the man for just being who he is, based upon who he is. And saying that you need to be the one to change. You need to be the one to do this. You need to be the one to do that. Like, change what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's nothing to fucking change. I'm not a fucking robot. And it's funny that women got treated like this. Like, women got treated like men do now. I ain't joking. Why the fuck is my stomach hurting, man? I just got to drinking a bunch of fucking milk. My stomach should not be fucking hungry. Oh, God, so annoying. Ah, damn. Why the fuck am I yawning? I just woke up. Hold on. Gotta get some water, man. Actually, there's more food upstairs. I'm gonna have to eat. Oh, God. Gotta move. Okay, I'm back. Got my French toast and some bacon. Oh. Oh. I think today's gonna be pretty good though. Oh. God damn it. I hate dying in this game. Are you getting like in this like high, like a rage high, where you're just like fighting and fighting and fighting? Dun, dun, dun. Heels
Hi
versus
everyone,
babyface.
it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. If some of you didn't know, I actually went and did a stream early morning, 6 p.m. I wish, 6 a.m. start over at Nerdronic's channel. Gary and I went through this episode. Don't worry, I have some of my stuff back. Because of course we're gonna do our review. When I say our, I mean mine and yours, of Amazon's The Rings of Power. And as you can see from this title, this show is an exercise in wasting your time. I've had 5 hours of this show so far. Its script has been appalling. The characterization has been abysmal. Galadriel is the worst thing about this show by a country mile, and is just let's just wait till we get a little bit further into the video before I start using those descriptive words. But all of this could have been condensed into an hour and a half. No problem. Tighter script, better pacing. There's no reason for 5 hours of nothing to have occurred. Oh, there's only that. Lord of the Rings, the Rings of the Powers. So sadly, we're back with the Psycho Harpoots. And we've got Laurie Brandy Snatch, talking to Scott Gandalf, and she's saying that no, it's not a bad guy, you're a good guy. And then to the Thomas says, I'm actually later on. And then they say to the and then we want to do some fruit and vegetables. Work that one out.
Almost got a bandit car? Roland
Huh?
can handle whatever bloodshots dish out, but generally don't like letting them get pointed any longer than I have to.
Sing the song of our people as we show you one of the wagons or whatever you want to call it. The people got left behind. There's probably skeletons of the harvest that got left behind. And they talk about, oh, there is water in water. There's basically they turn that into an obnoxious song. And then we have, oh my god, Slim Lady.
Yeah.
This is the cult of Sauron. And they believe that Sauron has come from the sky. Of course, with the meteor that Doc Gandalf arriving. And they're examining the point zero where he landed. And then they just give each other looks. Not a word said. That's it. That's all there is to this episode. So, what's he called? Bronwyn. Bronwyn is given a speech. Bronwyn, by the way, who has me blocked on Twitter.
Got your car ready over there. Let's make
put her? She's given a rousing speech.
All right,
As she
looking
says,
good. Now we
look,
got
I know, like I'm totally not qualified for this. If only there was somebody who was qualified in warfare and organization of troops and stuff like that. Oh, it's right behind you. But of course,
groovy.
you
Now you
can't
can
go
strut
and
one
ask
of
the
those
man
bandit-looking things from any of
to
my
run
brother's catch
things.
rides.
Because where would feminism be in this Middle Earth? So she's like, look, if we all like stick together like and something of rice and pea, then maybe we could like defeat the orcs and stuff. I don't know really. And then Sauron's butt boy, no, not Theo, the old man here, is just like, no, we need to just give ourselves up. We need to give ourselves up. Our ancestors used to be followers of Morgoth and blah, blah, blah. This is our fate. We need to go to the orcs and hand ourselves in. And half of the people go, yeah. So after Bronwyn's rousing speech to unite everyone, which totally fails, they all decide to go follow this decrepit old fart to hand themselves into the orcs and take the knee to the orcs. Numenor! Oh, jeez, man. So, Isildur, who last week totally on purpose failed his Boy Scouts on the Sea badge, now because they are because he wants to go to the west. Go west, young man. Is that an allegory for San Francisco and Isildur's gay? I don't know anymore. You just don't know with these people. And by these people, I mean these people. So he's been like hearing voices in his head from this woman going, come and sit down right there.
Don't you love realistic people?
Numenor is now
They're
going
so
to go
funny,
to
the Xbox
Southlands
talk.
to fight the orcs in the east.
People are dumb as fuck,
The
dude.
complete and utter opposite direction. Isildur's like, hey, can I come along? And it does like, did you get your Boy Scout medal? No. Are you a member of the cavalry? No. Well, fuck off then. Hey. Let's get a better milk truck arrived. With crazy eyes. She talks to Karl Marx, Donald Trump, Farazon that oh, this is bad. This war is bad. This is not good like any other. We need to stop this thing, you know. You need to go to your dad and like be, Daddy, stop it. Because one thing, for the most part, that happens in this whole series is women tell men what to do, and then men go and have conversations. Yes, it is a thing, a constant thing in this show. We got yeah, I'm smashing through this. You better believe it. We got Totally Not Sauron forging swords with intricate inlays and designs, no problem. You know, just does a bit of a hammer here and sticking it in there. By the way, do you know how much time has passed? I'll tell you. 1 day! Because there's no concept of time in this show. None whatsoever. The passage of time is all over the place. Stuff which should take people months to do is taking cuts between scenes where it's taking people less than a day to do. Because there's no quality here. There's no consistency. There's no thought. This is budget Tolkien. This is fucking the C.W. Tolkien.
Huh?
Oh, people are too thick to think about things like this. People are too thick to think, how did Galadriel get from, how did she get from Middle-earth, through to nearly going into Valinor, to being in the ocean, to being in Numenor, to being across again to Middle-earth, and all that time, there's been like 2 days happen over in the Southlands. Because the concept of time has been just rewritten. Oh, people are too thick. They don't worry about it. We just teleport people left, right, and centre. We'll have no consistency of time whatsoever. And they're like, ooh, the queen summoned you. So he goes to the queen, and she's like, we're going to go to the Southlands and put that crown back on your head. And he's like, I'm your wonderful and it's like, he will do his part! He will do his part! Okay! Charisma vacuum Galadriel. Every time on this, oh god, we've got something with her later on. I just don't even go there. I don't even want to go there. So then he starts arguing with Galadriel afterward. The queen leaves, and Galadriel's like, I did this and I did that and I did that. Just starts basically waffling about what a manipulative bitch she is. And then Halbrand, totally not Sauron, says, I don't want to be king, and slams down his king's crest, or whatever it is, and his money purse, and walks off in a huff. Oh my goodness. Conflict. Oh no, more conflict. People just argue for the sake of arguing. Oh, this is so absorbing. No, it's not. We go back to the Psycho Harfoots, where three of Lenny Henry's wives, I don't know what's going on with this horrible group of psychos, but they say, oh look, Brandy Snatch family's beginning to lag behind. We should have stolen their wheel. We should have taken their wheels.
Now that looks like the car of a psycho murderer. I'm digging it. Get back to the Bloodshot Dam and try honking your way in again.
Because the Harfoot are disgusting. I want them all to die. I want them all to die. That's how you've set them up. Those horrible, disgusting psychopaths. Anywho, the wolves from episode 1
Let him in while I try to get
finally
back on
track
the
them
horn.
down and start to attack them. But Totes Not Gandalf steps in and he does a magic spell and he knocks them over and then they run away. That was a 5-episode in the waiting payoff that wow. Probably about 36 seconds of wolves in episode 5. What a setup. What a setup and a payoff. Wow. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Right. For some reason that I don't understand, the Numenorians, who were meant to have a big fleet and a strong army, an army that defeats Sauron as far as I'm aware, and then brings him back to Numenor, where he starts corrupting them all. So there you go. And in the previous scene, with Galadriel and Totes Not Sauron, she says that I should explain that scene slightly better now, because she says that she has managed to convince Miriam to give them 5 ships and 500 troops. And what they were discussing before was Totes Not Sauron when you
We got an
were in the
intruder.
Southlands,
Get him,
where were
Batman.
the orcs moving to before you fled? And he said, oh, they're moving down to the tower, the watchtower that they're stuck in now in the show. Now, since then, of course, Halbrand has been on a ship.
Industry first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in,
Watch out, they got a
in,
badass.
sheets, out. Hamburgers, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
It's had the ship destroyed. Has been on a raft. Essentially, managed to trek all the way nearly to Valinor. Picked up Galadriel again. Survived another attack from the sea creature. Rested until they got somewhere near Numenor. Don't think much water and still survived. Then got picked up by How long do you think that would have taken, literally again, from Liverpool to New York, and then halfway into the middle of the Atlantic? I would say months. So if they were moving down to that tower months ago, there's probably a very good idea that they're not at the tower anymore. But what's even worse is, Galadriel says, I've managed to secure 5 ships and 500 troops. They have no idea how many orcs there are. There could be 20, 30,000 orcs. Because they haven't sent anyone to the Southlands to scout. They haven't sent
You're
anyone
in?
to
Great.
gather
Roland should be around here
information.
somewhere. I'm sure you can handle
They
yourself,
just
but if
turned
anything
up on the
happens to
shore
Roland,
with 500
make sure
troops
nothing happens
and
to Roland.
20,000 orcs in front of them. What are you gonna do then? Apart from get slaughtered. Because you've done no prep, nothing whatsoever. This isn't like Return of the King. We're hearing focus on that slur. For my
Look at P and G! I'm coming to make him eat! I am gonna make
So, they've no idea what they're walking into.
they all say!
Months ago, just go, hey, let's stay in this tower. But the show's so shit. Around that tower. And the people running the show are not thinking about it at all because they think you're all a bunch of fucking morons. They don't think, they just look at the screen and go, oh my god, oh my god, they said a
handling
word
the
that I
bloodshots all right?
recognize because I'm
They've been
such a
trying to take
vacuous
Roland out ever since he kicked their asses out of Sanctuary. I should have seen it
So
coming.
anywho, let's get back to this abortion. Numenorian army.
You're not ready for me!
Where's your army? Numenor is an island.
That one! I'm dying here!
By the by, because, you know, at some point you've got to break away from being logical to get back to the logical shit.
You're gonna love this!
The Numenorian volunteers, which consist of 2 of the guys that got kicked off of the Boy Scouts boat program because of Isildur last week, who are now back in uniform. Well, that was a good story, wasn't it? Moving on. They're all sparring in the streets with real swords.
You lucky. Look at all that!
They could have easily just cut somebody's head off, cut somebody's arm off. Put a bike So when you go through, can you see the lights now? You can still run! So any... They exchange a line of Elvish between them. It's the only time again that Elvish is used, even though we go to Linden later on and Elvish talks to each other in English. You know, they don't talk to each other in Elven. This is so... He says, well, why don't you go train that guy like just hold the
If they don't buy into the Bloodshots, they'll be coming for you. Hurry. Let me start with something strong and basic, because you just all give me your tail! Like, there's more than one way, not at all. Oh, fucking no shit, Sherlock. Like Chris Barkley, that Sherlock was doing, darling. And she said, we'll start with something strong and basic or something with it. And then she's like, thrust, twist, gut. This female looks looking like shock. Like Galadriel just said the most profound fucking thing. Wait, it's ice. It's Get my hands! Alive, but my gear! Get off! Shoot him! Does anyone who can draw black? Yeah. And this, by the way, is only done to lieutenant, as we say in the UK. To get promoted to lieutenant, so that the children can that's how basic it is. So, oh god. She doesn't do this, but my friend. She just does, you know, a Morbius. A Morpheus, and then they just go, and then the music kicks in, it's just like... And then fucking Leo's driving up walls and fucking Trinity jumping over and gliding out there. Switching is doing so over the top.
and she's got a smug-ass smile on her face because she's Galadriel. House of the fucking Light, leader of the Northern Armies, massive Mary Sue of Karens. And she does this stupid block here, and he cuts a bit of her cloth. It's Friday, milk truck, okay. Now the last time I checked, ripping clothing isn't flex. So they promote the guy to lieutenant, or lieutenant, whichever you prefer, even though he didn't meet the requirements of the promotion, which was to cut Galadriel.
Oh man. Okay.
He just cut Pop. There was no blood. It zoomed
I'm
in. There was no
save
blood.
an
There was
exit.
nothing coming out.
I'm probably gonna end up going back to bed here in a little bit. I just want to chill out for a little bit. It's got a long
She's
day
got a
today.
smug-ass smile on her face when she's doing this fight, because that's what Galadriel's about. She's in it for the fight. She's like, aren't I so good? Look at the way I'm making these trainees look like fools. Oh my god, I'm such a horrible, obnoxious twat. How long? So, Beta Gimp talks to his dad, Karl Marx Trump, and this is one of the funniest. I didn't understand this scene. When I was speaking to Gary earlier, I was like, Gary, I don't understand this. What does Farazan say that's wrong here? Because I don't get it. Because his son is like, we shouldn't be working with the elves. And he's like, we're not. The elves are going to be working for us because we are lending aid to go to the Southlands to fight. And when we win in the Southlands, that elf and the king will owe us. And then we will set up trade routes and trade agreements, and Numenor will profit from this. And I'm like, what's wrong with that? That sounds good. That sounds like a plan. It sounds like, yes, okay, we're going to lend you our help. We're not doing this out of, some sort of altruism. But we're going to help you, but we're going to get something out of it. We're going to get trade routes, trade agreements. You're going to owe us. King's going to owe us. We're going to get a king's favor. We're going to get an elf's favor. And so we're going to get something back. And I said to Gary, I don't understand. I don't understand what they said. And then I got it. I went to bed. I slept. My grey matter came back, and I understood why the son is so disgusted by this. It's because that's capitalist. That's about capitalism. And these guys are fucking socialists in Hollywood. That's why. And it's like, Daddy, how can you go capitalizing on me? Daddy, Karl Marx, you're meant to be a socialist. So the son, for some reason, thinks that what his dad's just said is the worst thing ever. Excuse me. And he's now going to plot to blow up the ships in the harbour.
What the fuck?
What? Oh my god. So Totes Not Gandalf is healing himself. He's healing his arm. And he puts it in some water and he's doing an incantation and he's clearly like, mesmerized, fixed on this incantation. And the water starts to turn to ice and it goes up his arm. And then fucking Nori Brandy Snatch decides to grab his arm when she can clearly see that it's been covered in ice. And then she gets covered in ice. It's like, no, stop it. And it all ends with her getting knocked back. And now she's like, oh no, this guy hurts us. Maybe he is evils. Oh my god, Z's. Maybe he's Totes Sauron, but isn't. He's Totes Gandalf. Then we get Durin. Durin is at the table of the elves. And they're chit-chatting. And it's all very, a little bit tense. Because people are keeping things from others.
Yeah, I'm about ready to go.
Durin says this,
Take a little nap here in a little bit
about
before I go to work. Might be 11 or 12 hours. I don't know, but it's going to be pretty long.
Food Corps helped nourish over 100,000 kids last year. And still, thousands will go without a lunch today. Join our mission to support Food Corps to help every child in every school experience the joy of a meal.
What the fuck? What? There's unlimited food, guys. Why do you even do that?
The elves are
Pandering.
actually a very specific type of stone from a very specific type of level, and it's used by the dwarves to create tombs for their dead, for their honored dead. And here you are just eating food off it because you wanted it for a nice table. And Gil-galad, who's a twat, Gil-galad is just like, apologies, we will have this table returned to you so that you can use it, you know, for that purpose, and we apologize. And he's like, okay, yeah, there is still honor amongst us, blah, blah, blah. And then they bugger off, or Durin buggers off, so it's just Femrond and Gil-gatwat talking to each other. And Gil-gatwat's just like, you know, have you found any mithril? And Femrond, who took an oath last week, was just like, oh no, I can't give up the secrets of the dwarves. I swore an oath. Oh, so they are then. Oh, so they are, but you just can't tell me. Got it. But Gil-gatwat is just like, oh, what does that mean? So I think this is where Gil-gatwat then shows Elrond about the Femrond about the corruption in the tree, and he talks about the creation of Mithril, because apparently there was a Cimmeril that just happened to be in another tree. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And it was being guarded by an elf and attacked by a Balrog, and then lightning struck. And it sent the light through the Cimmeril and through the roots, and that's created scenes of Mithril, which is all horseshit, all made up, all Amazon Prime made up bollocks. And then he shows the corruption of the tree and the fact that the light is dwindling, and unless the elves fuck off back to Valinor or find a cure, then they're going to start dying. Their immortal souls are going to start dying. And they need to extract the light from the Mithril to survive. It's all again, it's just all horseshit. It's all made up horseshit from Amazon.
We're back.
No, I'm not even going to talk about this scene. It's bullshit. Essentially, that was just Isildur asking his
I love
mate
Asmir
if
Hill
he
versus
could
Babyface.
get
Dude,
back
it's
on the
so
ship, and
funny.
he said no. That was the end of that. Sorry, I nearly burped. Then, fucking Karl Marx's son goes onto one of the ships. Now, I thought this was oil, but apparently these were wine caskets. So he opens up these wine caskets to throw a lantern on to burn the ship so they can't go to the Southland. Isildur is stowing away terribly and then tries to stop him. But in the process of trying to stop him, the idiots drop the lantern and light the wine, which then explodes because wine in this universe has got nitroglycerine in it, or some shit. And the ships are exploding! Exploding wine! And then one ship explodes, and it sets fire to a second ship which explodes, but you can barely see it because it's hidden behind a first ship which is in the way. And then they fished the guys out of the water and they went, what went wrong? What happened? And they're just like, don't know, just having a midnight swim, and then the ship's exploded, and Elendil's like, totally checks out to me. Okay, let's go. No investigation, nothing. This show is so shit. Galadriel, ow! It's just like, I'm an obnoxious cow, moving on. bit about the.
I'm an obnoxious cow. Moving on.
Galadriel goes to Toes Not Sauron is just like, I am the winner of the oppressed Olympics. Me, White Woman Galadriel, who's the bestest ever, but if you dare try and challenge me, then I've been to the worstest ever, because I have just done everything ever.
She ain't a bad looking woman, honestly.
I fucking hate you. You are the worst character in the world. Worst. The villagers who left bow down before Adar, and Adar says, "Kill this stupid kid with the hair," and he's like, "Okay." Theo shows the sword hilt to guess who's coming to second breakfast, and then guess who's coming to second breakfast says, "I've seen this before." Literally just turns around, moves a bit of bush out the way, and there's this whole fucking statue holding the sword hilt. That was convenient, wasn't it? Then Bronwyn, who's got me blocked on Twitter, says, "Oh, actually, maybe we should just give ourselves up because Wito's gonna die anyway, so what's the point?" Femron, sorry, I do apologise. Says to Durin, I need to break my oath because we're gonna die as a species unless we get the Mithril. And Durin says, "Well, I totally made up the story about the table anyway, so guess that's funny. Ha ha ha." Milk Truck has arrived. Sees Isildur going to war, and he's just like, "Oh no. Why am I in this show?" Oh no. And then they set sail. And I'm thinking to myself, Numenor?
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Fairlife nutrients.
An island kingdom with a vast fleet has 2 out of the 5 ships blown up. Why don't they just get 2 more ships from their fleet? But no, they decided to go and sail with 3 ships with 300 troops now. So they're down 40% of the army that they were going to take. An army that they don't even know what the army's like on the other side of the fucking sea. They deserve to get massacred.
Yeah.
Hey, what? Why don't you get 2 more ships from your fleet? You've got a vast naval fleet. I'd be fine. How many orcs are there, do you know? Don't know. Don't you think you should before you diminish your army by 40%? I'll be right. I've got the script. We're going to be fine. Written by morons for people that they believe are morons. And then they wonder why they get kickback from people like, why is this so dumb? Well, we can only write to a certain level, and we're dumb. So that's why. Fucking hell, this show is a joke. 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Next week we actually get a battle. Way! Because they're gonna fight the orcs. But this is 5 hours. Like I said, this is an exercise in wasting people's time. See you in the next video. Bye for now.
Rings of Power Episode 5, the show which obliterates the idea that you get what you paid for. Who could have guessed a quality product requires both money and talent? But we start with the most evil species on the planet, the Harfoots, Brandyfoot teaching him English. using other English. How did he know those other words in the first place? Nobody knows, it's not explained. But she tells you what migration means and how they move across for food. Yeah, they live in the woods at one point, then they go to eat snails. They spend their summers in France, but then they reach the grove where there's just fruit everywhere. If you can get past the trolls, the wolves, and everything in the middle. And let's be honest, these are Harfoot hobbits. They're pure evil. I don't want them to make it there. As far as I'm concerned, anyone that helps the hobbits is worse than Sauron at this point. And he doesn't know what peril means. He understood everything else that she said. We'll never know how he learned those words. No, coincidentally, all the words he doesn't know are just specifically chosen to lead him to one realization. Handy, that.
Parents. Like danger, big folk, wolves, fog, rain, hill troll.
Look, anything that's dangerous to the hobbits, I consider a net positive. Go Team Troll!
Anything that would kill you.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know what kill means. He doesn't know peril, kill. So how's she going to explain the word kill to him? This ought to be good.
Means to make something dead.
Well, that cleared that up then.
No,
Come on here.
I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
He doesn't have a concept of what kill means. He doesn't have a concept of killing, so how's he going to have a concept of death? And the worst thing is, he doesn't have a concept of death, which I actually think is pretty reasonable. Because if you're an immortal creature that has just come down and you've never died and you've never seen anything die, then you wouldn't know what death was, so to you it wouldn't be good or bad and you'd even recognize it. That all makes sense. The issue is, he just hears the word death and immediately knows what it means, even though he didn't have a concept of it until she said the word.
I'm terrified.
I didn't cut that, that's the next sentence. When he killed the fireflies, he had no concept of what death was, so he didn't know he was doing a bad thing. Fine. But the moment someone says the word dead to him and kill, suddenly all those concepts spring into his brain and he could just magically speak the language. This is why you should have had him speak English when he landed on Earth, because you're too thick to actually come up with rules that make sense on how he's going to learn the language in the first place. The guy literally has no concept of reality until you say the word that describes it, and then suddenly it springs into his brain. I just wish the entire scene would spring out of mine. But she's like, you're not a peril, you're good. And again, he doesn't
Oh yeah,
know
I'm
what
getting
good
off.
is.
I'm gonna go back to bed and that.
You're good.
But the moment she says the word good, he has all of the words of good spring into his brain as well. I am 2 minutes into the show and I'm already
And yeah,
having
I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you guys when I see you.
You have
I'm
no
off
idea
tomorrow,
what
so I'll probably be on a lot
I'm
tomorrow.
sure
You guys